In the mythical kingdom of the clouds, the inhabitants were once defined by their grace. Freedom was measured by the height of their flight and lightness. Every feather was a gift from nature, designed for the sky. The birds lived in harmony, focused on the simple joy of riding the warm mountain currents. But one day, everything changed. A leader appeared, adorned not with soft down, but with heavy, shining iron feathers that commanded immediate attention and awe. The crowd watched in silence. They were captivated by the cold, hard brilliance of the metal, believing it to be a sign of ultimate power and status. The iron wings didn't flutter. They clanked. Yet the birds mistook the weight for authority, and the cold shine for a glory they all suddenly craved. Soon the sound of birdsong was replaced by the rhythm of the forge. Birds queued up, eager to trade their natural heritage for a heavy, metallic identity. The process was painful and irreversible. They drilled into their own flesh to bolt down the iron, believing each heavy plate made them more significant and powerful. A new hierarchy emerged. It was no longer about how high you could fly, but about how much iron you could carry on your weary, broken back. The bell tolled for every transformation, a signal that another free spirit had successfully shackled themselves to the heavy, cold expectations of the new iron world. Kavi was young, talented, and dangerously ambitious. He didn't want to just fly. He wanted to be the most respected figure in the entire Cloud Kingdom. He began his transformation with enthusiasm. As the first iron feathers were bolted on, Kavi felt a surge of pride. Mistaking the physical burden for inner strength, he walked with a new, heavy stride. Everyone noticed him now. The bows of his peers were the fuel that kept his ambition burning brighter than ever. One feather for executive, another for director. Kavi collected them like trophies, unaware that his beautiful, natural wings were slowly disappearing beneath the cold, gray steel. Each title added weight, and each weight brought exhaustion. Yet Kavi smiled for the crowd, desperately hiding the fact that his muscles were constantly screaming in pain. He stood on the highest peaks, looking down on those who still had soft feathers. He called them weak, never realizing they were the only ones truly free. The cycle continued. Faster, heavier, more. Kavi was addicted to the recognition, trading his very essence for the cold, metallic approval of a society obsessed with status. He thought he was reaching for the sun, but his feet were sinking deeper into the ground. The heavier he became, the harder it was to even move. The kingdom had become a graveyard of heavy ambitions, a place where birds forgot how to sing because they were too busy maintaining their metallic appearance. The time came for Kavi to fly, but his wings felt like lead anchors. The familiar rustle of feathers was replaced by a soul-crushing, mechanical grinding noise. He leaped with all his might, but gravity was a cruel master. Instead of soaring, he plummeted, hitting the hard earth with a deafening metallic crash. In the privacy of his home, the mask fell. He looked into the mirror and saw a stranger exhausted, broken, and enslaved by the very things he once desired. Beneath the glamour lay the rot. The iron was biting into his flesh, causing wounds that would never heal as long as he refused to let go. He tried to sing the songs of his youth, but he had no breath left. Every ounce of his energy was consumed by the simple act of standing. He was surrounded by luxury and hollow praise, yet he was more alone than ever. The iron wings had become a cage he built for himself. His wings were no longer tools for exploration. They were gnomes. He had traded his sky for a collection of heavy, expensive, and useless metal plates. The bell that once signaled success now sounded like a warning, a hollow echo of a life spent chasing the wrong kind of weight and recognition. The price of the glamour was his very soul. Kavi had everything the world said he should want, yet he had lost the sky entirely. Then, the horizon changed. A storm of unprecedented scale began to gather, casting a long, dark shadow over the kingdom of the iron-winged birds. The birds with natural feathers sensed the danger early. With light bodies and flexible wings, They beat the air and soared safely above the reach of the gale. For Kavi and the others, there was nowhere to go. Their iron wings, once symbols of pride, were now heavy liabilities in the face of nature's wrath. As the storm broke, the iron birds were swept away. The weight that once gave them status now dragged them down into the mud and the debris. The storm did not care about titles or metal. It only cared about who was light enough to rise. Kavi felt the abyss pulling at his steel. In a moment of pure survival, Kavi did the unthinkable. He began to rip the iron from his own body, choosing the pain of loss over death. Each plate he cast away made him lighter. Each bolt he removed brought him back to himself. The success he built was now a pile of scrap. The monuments to their vanity were destroyed in an instant. The storm proved that what is rigid and heavy will always break before what is flexible. The silence that followed the final bell was deafening. Kavi was battered and bleeding, but for the first time in years, he felt the air again. We are often like the donkey in the old tales, or like Kavi with his iron wings, carrying heavy burdens that are not truly ours to bear. In our modern world, the iron feathers are titles, long hours, and the constant need for digital validation. We trade our health for a hollow image. We believe that by doing more, we become more. But like Kavi, we are simply bolting more weight onto our souls, making it impossible to truly live. The recognition feels good for a moment, but it doesn't heal the exhaustion. We become statues of achievement, while our inner light slowly fades into gray. Time passes, and we lose the seasons, the sun, and the people we love. We are too heavy with our responsibilities to leave our desks. The company will always find another donkey, another Kavi. But you only have one life, one body, and one heart that needs to beat freely. We are replaceable in the system, but we are irreplaceable at home. Why do we sacrifice the eternal for the sake of the temporary and metallic? The sky is still there, waiting for you to look up, but you cannot see it when your head is bowed by the weight of expectations. It is time to ask ourselves, are these wings helping us fly? Or are they just heavy decorations that keep us grounded in a life of stress? Burnout is the storm that reveals the truth. When you can no longer carry the weight, the world sees that your wings were never real. The price of blind devotion is often our very sanity. We push until we break, thinking that breaking is a sign of our ultimate commitment. We miss the first steps, the birthdays, and the quiet moments of connection. These are the natural feathers we pluck to make room for iron. Health is the true wealth. No amount of iron-winged status can buy back the years lost to stress and the neglect of our own well-being. Real courage is not in carrying the load, but in having the wisdom to put it down. It is about choosing yourself over the machine. Life is meant to be lived, not just performed. Stop building an exhibition of your accomplishments and start cultivating a garden for your peace of mind. Disconnect to reconnect. The most important work you will ever do is the work of maintaining your own spirit and staying true to your nature. Back in the kingdom, Kavi stood at the edge once more. He had no iron, no titles, and no gold. He only had his own wings. He didn't need to struggle. He simply leaned into the wind and felt the lift. For the first time, he wasn't proving anything. He was just flying. In our world, this looks like setting boundaries. It's finishing the day and realizing that the work is just a part of life, not life itself. Balance is the ultimate success. It's being able to soar high in your career while still being light enough to enjoy the simple things on Earth. Don't wait for a storm to realize the value of your natural wings. Live authentically now, before the weight of the world becomes too much to bear. You were born to be a bird of the sky, not a machine of iron. Embrace your lightness, your vulnerability, and your incredible capacity for true freedom. Success is feeling light in your heart when you wake up. It's knowing that you are more than your job, your title, or your bank account. Choose life. Choose health. Choose to be free. Don't become an iron-winged bird in a world that needs the beauty of your natural flight.